is to be authentic with your approach. As we were talking about earlier, if you genuinely notice something about the girl, like what is it about her that caught your attention? And you can go up and approach her starting off with that. It's authentic. It's not gonna feel, in my opinion, as kind of strange instead of going yo baby yo or some kind of pickup line. If you naturally say, hey, I like that shirt, that's AC/DC, do you listen to that band? That was a cool band. Or, the way you walked in, like something about your walk, just anything that you feel is genuine, approach her with that. And it won't feel as much as, pressure or work because you're just naturally curious and having an organic conversation about something you find interesting. The second tip I had was, like we discussed, read the cues. When you approach us, are our eyes wandering when you're talking to us? Or, the leg gets to twitching. Our body, as Stadia says, we lean in kind of when we're interested. When we're talking, are we kind of like focused? Our body language is facing you directly? Or are we kind of like, looking around, kind of keeping our distance between the cart and you? So read our body before you commit to buying the drink, before you commit to asking for our phone number, because it won't be rejection, right? If you read the body clues and you're like, she's not interested, you just say, hey, again, I just wanted to let you know I liked your shirt, and you walk off, it's not rejection because you read the clues. So again, it makes no sense, in my opinion, to buy the drink, to ask for the number, if she's obviously not interested. So pay attention, okay? And then the last thing I wanted to say is be confident with the ask. Don't say, if you wouldn't mind, we can, do this. Be confident. When you ask her out, just be confident with the ask. Go for it. Don't show any kind of sign of hesitation or that you're not confident. Just ask, okay? What were you going to say, Daryl? I felt like you had something to say.
No, I was listening. I mean, I agree with being confident.
Yeah. So those are some tips that we have. And I wanted to mention, Nadia, if a guy comes up, if you notice a guy, right? And they say most of the times we make up our mind about someone before they even approach us, right? Before you even open your mouth, she kind of has an idea about you. But Nadia, if you're not naturally attracted to someone when you saw them and they came up to you, would you give someone a chance? Would you give a guy a chance that is not your normal type?
It would depend because, for instance, I have a strict, I know this doesn't sound bad, but I don't date outside my race. So okay. If that person is outside of my race, no, I'm not going to bother, But if it's someone, if it is a African-American man or just, Black descent, then yes, I would, consider it really considers how they approach me, like if someone comes across a little too complimentary of my body, like, oh, depends on what they say. If they say something with my butt, then I don't know. I don't know, but so it really depends on what they say and how they approach me. If they're being respectable or if they being, not, so it really depends on what they say, how they approach me, so.
Okay, so the approach does matter. So being respectful, being authentic, and your approach. So that's what I want to say. But guys, on the flip side, are you guys open to approaching a woman that's typically not your type?
Why would you?
Because what if they turn out to be, what if they, after getting to know them, they do become someone that you never knew that you wanted or needed? No?
Open to approaching her?
Yeah.
So what, you're just bored? You see some woman you're totally not attracted to and be like, you know what? Let me go try it. Let me go try Nicole skips and see if they work.
So no? So you're not, so if you guys were to organically meet, you were sitting down, perhaps doing an activity together, you work together, you're somehow in the proximity of each other, and the combo's good, would you give her a chance? Do you think you'd eventually approach her?
That's different because that's more you're getting to know them on a different level. And sometimes that can lead to other things, but not just cold approach. You see someone that you're not attracted to at all, and you approach them for the reason of pursuing a relationship now.
So maybe if you were talking a bit first and
she
thought she was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you said friend, so she's sticking in the friend zone. I feel like you're gonna keep her there. Daryl, how about you? Are you open?
Yeah.
So
maybe.
Tell me.
Well, I think there's like you said, there's two different levels. Like there's people that you know that you want to that you're trying to get to know a little better, and you might give them understand them differently professionally versus romantically. And then there's people that you have no idea. But I think that you kind of go after, like I think what Daddy's the same type of person. That's who you're attracted to.
Yes. So I just wanted to bring that up because I did want guys to know that I think women are open, you know, like Nadia was saying, if you approach us in a way that's respectable and maybe follow some of my tips, and we felt like, okay, this guy might be decent, I think we're more open to giving you guys a chance, okay? So that's another thing I want you to have in your mind. You might think like, oh, this woman will only go for this kind of guy. We might be open, okay? You never know. But again, follow those tips, look out for the clues to kind of reduce any issues.
I have a question.
Tell me.
What if the female approaches you and that's not someone you would usually date?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Same thing y'all do.
So would you
Stick them in the friend zone.
stick them in the friend zone? That's not what we just said. We would give you a real chance. So the girl goes automatically in the friend zone if she approaches you and it's not your type. Oh boy, that's a whole nother discussion. But Daryl, real quick, would you stick her in the friend zone?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's an honest answer.
That's more complicated than what it is. I mean, I think it depends, because you could have a certain time. Let's say you like, a certain race or a certain kind, but then a person comes from another country and another culture that you never thought about, and you're like, you know what, I could be down with that. I mean, the person's attractive, and so depends.
Depends. Okay. What are some of the things they can do to maybe be a little bit more successful?
Like I said, I thought the card thing was a good idea. If I'm with a few ladies, because more than likely I'm not gonna be out by myself. Okay, so I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, the card. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Your business card. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes. The cards. So I'm saying if I'm out with, say I am out with one person or two, and if that is too intimidating for them, then you can either send me over a drink, ask the waitress to do it for you. The waitress can be your wingman, or if you have somebody with you, the two of you can come by like, hey ladies, how you doing? I just wanted to, like I think the card thing is really less, and then you don't have to worry about getting egg on your face. You can walk away, and the woman would call you if she's interested or not. I think that's the best way. You have to catch them when they're alone. I may be with three of my friends having brunch, but I'm gonna walk away, go to the restroom. I'm gonna walk away, go get some food if it's a buffet. Like catch people when they're by themselves. If you want to do that, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Or like they said, making the eye contact. And if you make the eye contact some kind of way, catch them, because listen, Nicole knows when I'm eating, I'm not really looking at I'm into what I'm doing. So I may not catch that. But, try to make the eye contact and see if they smile back, or if you wave, I know someone said about waving. If you wave and see if they wave back, or see if they just turn their head and act like they didn't see you, like those cues. So.
Okay. Thank you. You gave us some things to think about, guys, and they gave us some things to think about too. Thank you all for being so honest and coming on the show, telling us how you feel. At the end of every show, I want to have a call to action. Because again, I want this show to be impactful. I want singles to get together, understand each other better. So for the women, call to action. Nadia, based on what we just talked about, what are some of the things? What are we going to try to do to make the approach happen, to help make it happen?
I will only go out with one person.
Okay, so maybe make that happen more frequently, where it's just
it's just one person. It's just one female.
Okay.
And that's and maybe Daryl can work on this bar that we gotta do.
Love it. And anything, maybe we'll promote it on the show. Anything else you took from this call to action? Anything else you're gonna do? Well,
I think I'll do the one person, so it won't be, so if someone does want to approach me, it won't be so intimidating having several women,
Okay. And so yes, lady, call to action. I want you to write in the comments below, what is it that you're gonna do? Are you gonna kind of look around, give the eye, give a little smile, be more approachable? Any of the tips that we talked about. And guys, there's a call of action for you guys too. What are you gonna do based on our conversation to kind of help that approach happen? Thaddeus?
And for me, I would need to be more aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
More aware.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look for those signals because I don't see them
The
at
cues. Okay.
all. I miss them every single time.
And how about you, Daryl?
I think from after this conversation, it seems like women are more approachable than I thought they were. So probably approach more women with confidence.
I love it. That's what we like to hear. Okay, so again, thank you for watching My Comfy Couch. Thank you to my guests, Thaddeus, Nadia, and Daryl, and we'll see you next time, okay?